Yo, in AP Stats class, Mr. Ng takes the lead, teaching us numbers, making math succeed, standard deviations, probabilities. Mr. Ng's lesson man, he's quite the fix.
Alright, so in WAG 4, I added something called the Student Tracker. It's not due until this Friday, 3:30. And if you click on the instructions, I wanted to make sure you were on track to earning your Google certificate. I created the Student Tracker to make sure you have completed all the requirements to earning your Google certificate in data analytics. As you input your scores, you'll notice that I implemented conditional formatting to help you be aware if you need to go back and pass a certain challenge. Any red box means you're not receiving your Google certificate. All green means you're receiving a Google certificate. So what do you need to do? Number one, you're going to do force copy. You just click on it. Number two, you're going to fill it out. And then number three, in the next couple of weeks, maybe one or two of you will finish it today and you just want to have that conversation with me so we can just talk about where you're at. So here it is, force copy. You'll go to your Google certificate. Course 8, as you know, is not live. So let's go back to an old one like course 4. So let's just say you put in a score of 77, 65%, it'll turn colors. Let's just say you got a 44, 88, and 99. How they're getting their score is they're going to take your grade and then it's going to multiply by the weight. So they've made the weight, they grade it, and then they basically multiply those two. And then I added this whole column to be your current grade. That's what it shows in there, okay? So what you need to do is input in the grades for each of the challenges, the weekly or the module or the course challenge. And then this box where it says content engagement, you won't fill out until I meet you with one-on-one. Does that make sense? I have to go back and click on every course with your name and then just tell you where you're at. Now, this does not mean you need to go back and get 65% content engagement for Module 1. I didn't require that of you. Does that make sense? I didn't require that of you, I think, of 2 or 3. So you don't need to change it. I'm just giving you data. I think since 4 on, I think 4 I said 80, or 3 I said 80%, and then 4 I think I said 65%. So from now on it's at 65%. I think that's a good balance. I will give you that number. Does that make sense? So this student has, if I just made up these numbers, you want to go back and take that challenge on your own time. The reason why, it sounds scary, in about less than 4 months, Ms. Bean's going to ask, can I have the list of students who have passed? And I have to just basically go through and make sure that you have passed all of these. Does that make sense? So I don't want it to be a super stressful moment. As you know, Coursera does not update my side like every 24 hours, or it should be live, I think. But I just want to get it ahead. And so if you recognize, wow, I have 1, 2, 3 reds, just pace yourself. Hey, I'll do one this weekend. I'll do another one the following week. Does that make sense? So this tracker is due when? It's due Friday. You can complete it now. If you do finish yours, just raise your hand or come to the back and then we can start talking about it. This is kind of like your second semester interview. I want to make sure to go through the tracker with you and then talk about anything that you want to talk about as a high school student. Maybe you're starting to think about school loans. Maybe you're thinking about FAFSA. Any questions you just want to ask me that might be helpful. Okay, so to get that number, I just clicked on Analyze Course 5 on the home page of that course. And then normally you have your videos, right? But on the left side, you're going to click on Grades. Everyone say Grades? Click on Grades. The weight I've already inputted onto the spreadsheet, so you're inputting this grade. Okay? And if you've done it correctly, that number that you get should match this course grade. So after you input these numbers, you will get this number. Okay?
My day-to-day life is under attack by statistics that I gotta grab. Can't forget about algebra and memorize tax, so I love this math class.